Do you have writer's block over what mask your protagonist wears? To help you get over your writer's block, in this video you are going to learn how to read the King of Pentacles tarot card in reverse. You're going to learn how to read the card intuitively, the actual meaning of the card, and how to associate it with your protagonist. The process that I'm going to show you on how to read a tarot card come from my personal practice, and this is how I read every single tarot card. Doesn't matter what spread it is, doesn't matter what position it is. So let's get into it. The first thing that I advise writers to do if they're going to start using tarot to help overcome their writing blocks is to find a deck that matches the world that they are trying to write or / create. Here displayed is 4 King of Pentacles in reverse. They all essentially mean the same thing. Some of them say coins on them. It just kind of depends on what deck they use. Pentacles or coins is the same thing. But I'm writing a mermaid character. I'm creating a mermaid character. So I'm using a mermaid / under the water tarot deck. But if I wanted to use any of these other decks, they're going to give me different writing prompts, different creative writing prompts. So they're not going to help me create a mermaid character. So that's why I highly recommend that you find a deck that mostly matches the world that you are trying to create. Hi, I'm Chris, and I am a certified tarot reader who is building a community of writers who use tarot to help overcome their writing blocks. To start reading this card intuitively, we're going to use our 6 senses, where we see, hear, feel emotionally, feel physically within the card, taste, and smell. So I see a King of Pentacles, a king. He is holding a pentacle, and he looks like he's actually contemplating something. What do I hear? I'm wondering what those swirly winds are underneath him. He's underneath the water, so I think it's more of the water current. That's more of what I'm hearing. What do I feel emotionally as I look at this card? I see contemplation. I see a stress. I see considering making a bigger move. What do I feel physically actually in the card? Again, I might be able to feel that current going against my skin. I probably actually feel the coin in my hand as I play with it. I wonder what, I think that my hair is flowing in the water. I do kind of feel the chest plate on me and maybe my cape. It looks like a cape to me. What do I taste? Probably seawater again. There's not a lot to taste here. Maybe I might be able to taste the actual coin. You know how pennies taste like copper? I mean, they're made out of copper, but I mean, that's what I probably taste here. What do I smell? The closest thing that I can probably smell is those flowers on top of my head. Get a little bit more in tune with what the card is actually trying to tell us. We are going to create a small, short story. It could be as big or as small as you want. Big would be Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. And smaller would be scene-wise. So what happened in the scene prior, what's happening in the scene now, and what's happening next. And this is the middle. So this is your Act 2 / the middle. Prior to this, it feels like someone has come to his kingdom with a proposition, or it almost feels a little bit like almost something that would help or deter his kingdom. And he's very much so contemplating what to do with it. In the next scene, I feel like he makes that decision. I don't really know what decision he would make with that, but that it just kind of depends on how deep I want to go with the story. Okay, so the actual meaning of the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is the slowest element. It's associated with the element of earth, which is our health, our body, and our money. This king, in my practice, he is the safest king. He never steps out of his comfort zone. He knows where all of his money's going. He's very comfortable with where he's at. He has money. He knows where to spend it. He knows where to not spend it. He's just very comfortable with his way of living and kind of stubborn, actually, to tell you the truth. Stubborn, but in a good, comfortable way, not an evil way or whatever. It's just, he's just done. He's living his most comfortable life. As mentioned with other previous cards that are actually court cards like this king is, it more depends on the aspects. It depends on what the card means. It's not necessarily saying that a king is a man. Maybe a woman with more masculine attributes are going to enter in whatever question the querent is asking. So it's not necessarily that it's going to be a king or a man. It's just probably going to be it's a person with these attributes of a king, probably a safe king kind of a situation. Now we are also dealing with a reversed card. Reversals are optional. I deal with them in my practice, but you don't have to. You can always flip the card over. For your reference, reversals are blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy, sometimes the exact opposite of what the upright card means. So in this case, this king may not be very safe. Sometimes when this king comes up in reverse, I like to think of him as the King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone who is very passionate about what he does. He just kind of throws things against the wall and just kind of sees if they stick, and if they don't stick, they just kind of fall off of his back and he's on to the next thing. So maybe this king is not very good with his money. Maybe this king does step out of his comfort zone a little bit. Maybe this king is not as comfortable as he seems on the outside. So how do we associate all of this information with our protagonist and what mask that they wear? Based on the information that we've gotten from previous cards, I feel like this character is being told what to say, told what to do, has a reputation to uphold, and if they don't uphold it, things will go awry. I have a feeling that they're actually doing things in secret. I think that they're going out and being dangerous. Maybe they have a little bit of a Batman aspect. I have a feeling like this person, the mask, is they have a wild side, and they want to express it, or they have found a way to express it, and they do it in secret because they have to. There's no one that they can trust. There's no one that they let in to know that this is what they do or who they actually are in their real life. So I feel like this person has a little bit of a daredevil streak, and that's the mask. And they found a way to release that energy, even though the people and the world around them will not let them do that. If the King of Pentacles in reverse came up for what mask your protagonist wears, how would you have read the card? Please put it down in the comments. I like actually seeing how other people read tarot cards. If you are enjoying learning how to read tarot cards in this way, maybe you want to meet other writers who are also using tarot cards to help overcome their writing blocks, feel free to join the narrative flow. I'd like to invite you there. It's a safe community where we are using tarot cards to write our stories and to express ourselves more freely and to not be so scared of what we're putting out into the world creatively. In the next video of this series, we're going to be going over what makes this character lower their mask. Please remember to interact with this video so that I remain in your feed, and I will see you in the next one.